Hey Aquarius, how is it going? Thank you so much everybody for all your likes and your subscribes. Even if I get like one or two, I get so excited about it. So this is going to be your general reading for June 1st to the 15th, 2021. Kind of excited about doing your reading because honestly I've just had really a couple of really amazing, really great readings for you guys. Seems like you're getting your ass together. You know what you're doing. You know what direction you want to move in, and I love it. I love it. So I've been loving the Aquarius energy lately. So let's see what Spirit needs to say to you. King of Wands, entrepreneur. That's the first thing that came out. Entrepreneur, real spirit. It's your past energy. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. Six of Pentacles. Entering into a balanced reciprocal relationship with somebody. Giving Spirit. Charity. I don't see it like in the charitable sense of like charity. But you're moving towards your North Star. And of course the Seven of Swords comes out. Oh, all right. It was going so good there for you, Aquarius. Okay, King of Wands. I think this has to do with business. It has to be with you being a leader, you moving forward with something, and you did it in a very reciprocal, balanced, approached way. When you move forward with this thing, and it's the direction that you're supposed to be going in. Okay? Absolutely, 100%. You're making the right decisions, and you're getting yourself out there. Okay? But the Seven of Swords came in. There's a little mouse gnawing. Gnawing at you. Okay, let's see what your current energy is. We'll get back to that Seven of Swords, okay? Don't worry, I won't forget about it. Because I think that it's important. Take that. Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in, completing a cycle. But the Seven of Swords is keeping you up at night. So there was something, you completed a cycle in the past, okay? There was something that you did where you made decisions to like move ahead, move forward. Like I said, I think this has to do with business. It has to do with maybe your career, maybe a side hustle you got going on. That's okay too, but it's related to making money, and it's related to, honestly, probably your self-worth, but your soul's purpose in life, and you've been approaching it with the right energy, and but you were like waiting for a return on it, and you did end a cycle. You did end a cycle, but there's something about it that's giving you a little bit of anxiety. That's that little mouse gnawing in your subconscious here. Okay, so I'm going to look at your future energy. Let's look at your future. Okay, Spirit, please tell me about Aquarius' future energy. Justice, yeah. Very good, very good. Ten of Pentacles and Justice. Here we go. Okay, one more card. Oh, is there one that's right there? Okay, one more card for Aquarius, Spirit. Yeah, it's just this bottom row. What was that card that flipped in here that I didn't notice? I swear I saw one flipped. Was I seeing things? Maybe. Anyways, Ten of Wands is a burden. Okay, so we're going to have to look into what's going on here for you, Aquarius. This bottom row, like there it is. The King of Swords, that's what it is. I think there's some truth that you're missing in this situation. A truth that you failed to see. Okay, so I want advice from Spirit. Spirit, let's get some advice. Okay, balancing your energies. Five of Wands. There's some chaos going on around you. Wounded warrior. Not everything's your fault. Okay? I just want to repeat that not everything is your fault. Sometimes there are people, events, things that come into our lives that wound us, that hurt us, and we can't always take on that responsibility and burden for ourselves. But it doesn't mean that we don't need to acknowledge how we're reacting to that situation and how we're internalizing that and turning that into disease, darkness, a sense of unworthiness for ourselves, right? Because sometimes when somebody comes at you, we internalize that. It turns into gross things in our lives. An unhealthy lifestyle. An inability to like balancing our financial situation. Bad relationships with people. It manifests in the real world, right? So when somebody comes in and says, oh, let's say, for example, your parents, right? Say if your parents told you some unhealthy things about yourself. A lot of times we think, like, as we grow older, we're like, I'm over that. Like, I'm an adult. I've gone past it, right? But never underestimate the ability for that imprint to imprint into our bodies, into our psychology, and completely change the way we act and behave as we grow older, right? So part of the way of like unearthing that little mouse, that little nudging feeling that's really like deep, the way that you do that is that you acknowledge it, you see it, you bring it out to the light, you bring it out into the open, you expose it for what it is. So if somebody told you at one point in your life that you can't do it, then you look at it, now you ask yourself, was that true? Was what that person said really true about me? And then when you come to the realization that it's like, no, it wasn't true. I am a good person. I am capable of achieving my dreams. I am capable of doing what I want. It exposes it into the light. It brings it up to the surface, and you look straight at it and you acknowledge it, and then you're like, I'm transforming you into something different. I'm going to take that wound and I'm going to use that as my strength. Okay? So I just want to acknowledge the significance of like some of the major arcana in this. You've got like the Star, the World, and Justice right in a row here, okay? Which is, you know, some pretty significant accomplishments. And also the Ten of Pentacles. So abundance will be coming back to you in the future for this work, this hard work that you've been putting into this, because you've been working hard. You've been, you've been working hard. I just think that what Spirit's trying to tell you right now is that all of this work, great, good job, thumbs up. You've done everything right up until this point. You've been working towards your purpose. Good job. But there's a little mouse stuck in that subconscious, and you got to dig it up, and you got to get it out, because once you do that, you're going to manifest abundance, love, beauty, perfection into the world, right? It's going to get so much easier for you at that point, right? You're going to get the 10 of Pentacles, which is amazing. Okay, so Page of Pentacles is a gift coming in too. Okay, and that's an immediate. I feel that's coming in soon. 10 of Pentacles, I think, is something that's maybe a little bit further down the road, but the page is coming in right away, so you can get paid for the work that you've been putting in. Okay, I want to get a little bit of clarity from Spirit on the 2 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. Spirit, please and thank you. Bringing in some of your feminine energy. Oh, the Lovers. The 3 of Wands. You got the 3 of Wands twice, didn't you? Yeah. Okay. So your Empress, so your feminine energy is, I think, is slightly out of balance. Okay, there's the 2 of Pentacles and the Empress. So this is just like advice. Okay. It's about balancing your female energies, because you want to get yourself into Empress mode. Regardless if you're a male or a female, every single person has a balance of male and female energies within their soul, within who they are. It just so happens that in this life, maybe you manifested into a woman. Next life, I could be a man. Okay? I know it's weird. Okay? But just go with me on it. Okay? And it's looking like your female energies are out of balance right now. So working on that would be a good idea. Okay, getting in touch with your emotions and your female side, your heart energy. Okay, not your intellectual brain. That's male. Okay, it's your heart energy that's female. All right, so getting that into balance. And the Lovers is over. So there's some conflicts in some of the relationships that you have with people. And Spirit's looking for you to try to work towards resolving it. Now, I have a feeling that you've already been working on this. This is something that you've been putting some effort into already. But they're encouraging you to keep going. Okay, especially with like this 3 of Wands energy, which means like it's like you're waiting for your ships to come in. It's like you're waiting for this energy that you're putting into these relationships to pay off. And Spirit's saying you're going down the right path. Okay, have patience, have temperance, acknowledge your own wounds in this situation. And acknowledge that when you're walking into that situation with somebody else, that you are wounded. You're wounded by that person. And having compassion for yourself when you're walking into it, okay? How are you answering the cries of the earth? Well, that went left field. All right, so myself, I'm a bit of a tree hugger. I try to incorporate sustainability and awareness of the planet and every single thing that I do. Yeah, maybe just try to do that in your day-to-day work, in this entrepreneurial thing that you're working towards. I used to try to sneak it in when I used to do like development and stuff like that. I would be like, so where are we sourcing this materials? Is it local or are we shipping it in from China? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying logistically speaking, like there's basic kind of sustainability practices or whatever that you can kind of work into what you do on a day-to-day basis. Now, I used to be people thought I was a little cuckoo, I feel like, sometimes. Some of the things that I would do to try to work those into like contracts that I would write and all this sort of stuff. And I was met with people who didn't always align with my perspective on things, but you know, I tried to balance it anyways. All right, Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, and the divine plan. So I want you to understand that all of this stuff that's been going on with you, this is part of your divine plan, okay? So there's more going on here under the surface than what you realize. Truth. See your light. Know your power. Have the courage to walk your truth. Okay? Understand who you are at your core, right? And bring that into every single thing that you do on a daily basis. Okay? Because you are light and love. Perseverance. The motivation to keep going despite the odds, okay? Because you're going to get to this 10 of Pentacles, okay? If you thought, you know, things are going well now, there's a huge potential for it to get better for you. Huge. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card for you, Aquarius. One more card for Aquarius. The comic. Oh my goodness. Okay. So the power of laughter and the power of keeping a high vibration. High vibration is like living in the moment. High vibration is laughing. High vibration is finding joy and abundance in the mundane or in just everything you do on a day-to-day basis, even when it drives you freaking crazy. Okay? It's like trying to flip that switch and be like, okay, what lessons can I learn? But anyways, try to laugh. Laughter is the best medicine. Okay, Aquarius, that is your reading for June 1st to the 15th, 2021. I hope that you really loved it. Light and love. And thank you for being here. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to give me a like. Really appreciate it when you do that. Have an amazing day.